The Katha continues from where we stopped last night. And so the Mother Goddess, she has destroyed this evil crooked demon. But there is a problem. She has made her way back now to Mount Kailash. But this is the place that she had manifested. This is the place that she calls her Dham. Dham means what? Dham means home. Her Dham. And so, going back to Mount Kailash, this created problems. This created issues. And who had issues? All of the Devatas. All of the Devatas, they now had queries and concerns. And so the heavens is now in chaos. Great problems. And what will happen? All Devatas gathered there, witnessing the destruction of the demon, seeing the Devi now making her way back to Mount Kailash. They have a query and they look at Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, how is it possible that the Devi will live here only on Mount Kailash when the Devi is supposed to belong to all of us? Who does the Devi Durga belong to? Who does she love more? Who does she love the most? Mama, she loves you the most? More than me? Cindy, she loves you the most? More than Paki? She loves you the most? Because you're next to her? She loves you the most? How you know? You might be able to charm the heart of the young girl, but not the divine goddess. They now queried and they now had this great concern. She is the goddess of the entire creation. And so, Lord Shiva, you cannot keep her for yourself. She does not belong to you. She belongs to us all. Lord Shiva then spoke and he says, well then, if you do not want her to live with me alone on Mount Kailash, then let us create a separate place where she will live. And we will call this the Dham of the Devi. And so she will live in this particular place that would have been designed for her. Now who is telling the Katha? Remember? Lord Brahma is telling the Katha to Narad Muni. And Lord Brahma says, Narad, then I thought I am the God of creation. I knew that they will call me. I knew that they will invite me. And so I sat with pride, waiting for the call to come. And so sitting there waiting for the call to come, they never called me. Instead they summoned someone else. Who will they call? Lord Shiva is telling, he's calling Brahma, the creator. But instead they summon Vishwakarma. Who is Vishwakarma? The architect of the entire creation. Oh Vishwakarma, your expertise is needed. And so we need you to create a place where the Devi will dwell. And so Vishwakarma sat and he gave thought. And what kind of thinking will go through the mind of the architect? What will he think about? What will he give consideration to? Vishwakarma, he now gave careful consideration. And Vishwakarma thinking, what will he decide to do? Vishwakarma now gave careful thought. And he says, let us put the Devi on a tall mountain. For she is the mount of the entire creation. And so from up there, she'll be able to see everybody. She'll be able to see the movement and the happening and everything around. And so she'll be able to protect us once she has a gaze on us. But not only that, if she is higher than us, then it is not only easy for her to see us, but it will be easier for us to see her. Listen to how intelligent. It will be easier for us to see her, not only her, to see us. How will we know that the Devi is looking at us? How do you know? Somebody said to me last night, I went to the Devi to make the offering, and then as I made the offering, the Devi stared me straight in my eye, and I got frightened. I bowed quick and I moved. Somebody said that to me. Vishwakarma gave careful consideration. And so Vishwakarma, he created this beautiful Parvat. Parvat means a mountain. And he placed the Devi up on a mountain top. And all Devatas started to eulogize the Devi. The Devi now has a place to dwell, but she's encountering a problem. The Devi encountered a problem. You know what problem she encountered? The Devatas stood there at the Dwar. Dwar means the door, the gate. And they wouldn't go. They wouldn't leave. And so she has no time for herself. She is now under constant supervision. And so the Devi encountered a problem. And so they will not leave. And so the Devi, she decided to do something. She will do something. Out of nowhere, Lord Ganesh appeared. And he's walking. And while he's walking, he's eating his laddu. While he's walking, he's eating. The old people have taught us that you should not stand up and eat. They have taught us that you should not walk and eat. Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever heard that before? But Ganesha is eating, and you know why he's eating? He's eating with the effort of creating some kind of impression. And you know what impression? They were all standing there for a prolonged period of time, gazing at the Devi. And surely when they see food, food will come to mind, and they will automatically become. And so eating of the laddu, he's trying to create this thought of food. But they pay no heed to him eating the laddu. But accompanying him, walking behind him is Riddhi and Siddhi, his two consorts. And so as Riddhi and Siddhi, they accompanied him. There were two other beings walking behind. Who are they? The Devi has now created an illusion. Ganesha, accompanied by Riddhi and Siddhi, holding on to the sari of Riddhi and Siddhi, Do Putra. Do Putra means, Do means two, Putra means sons. Two sons were holding on to their sari and walking with them. And so, holding on to the sari, the two boys, and all of them seeing this, they inquired, who are they? And Lord Ganesh replies, May Putras, they're my sons. Lord Ganesh is introducing, and they begin to become confused. Where did these children appear from? And so they become very confused. Where did these children come from? But that confusion in their mind, something else was about to happen to confuse them even a little more. And what happens? Appearing out of nowhere, somebody else appeared. Who will appear? Listen. The boys immediately inquired. And so tell us, O Pita, why did she tie this cord on your wrist? Why did she tie this? Lord Ganesh says this cord is symbolic of her prem, her love for me. And so this symbolizes the bond that we share. The bond that we share. What kind of bond do you share with your brothers and your sisters and your siblings? Huh? Really a bond, a jail bond. A deed and land bond. Really a bond. Because you don't like each other for things of the world. Anytime you're an enemy with a person because of something material, then you're a foolish person. Because you never class your relationship on something that is material. A relationship is not supposed to be materialistic. It is supposed to be sentimental. There is a difference. Sentimental. And anything that is sentimental, you'll want to keep close to your heart and you'll have love for. Like the little child asking, why? That's precious. Though it is annoying, it's precious, Your brothers and sisters will annoy you, You know that? My brother looked at me before I came, and he said, why are you wearing that red thing? And I said, well, the color today is red. He said, yeah, you looking red and ready. I said, no, I'm not red and ready. I'm against red and ready. I say, but I'm wearing the color of the Devi, the goddess. And so it has nothing to do, not everything has to deal with something political. It has to do with something that is called ethics, ethical. It says, Ganesha uttering these words, the boys immediately jump up and now they have a request. What is their request? They now look at their mother and father and they put their hands together and they're making a request. What do you think they'll ask for? The boys now petitioned, and so they're asking, we want a raksha too. But in order to get a raksha, we have to get it from a sister. So we want a sister. Can you bless us with a sister? We're begging you, bless us with a sister. Can you remember the joy when the babies were being born? Can you remember? Your siblings. The elders, the elders became mother and father. Huh? The elders filled the void. They became the babysitters. Some of the elders had to stay home from school to look after the younger ones. And then you know what happened? The younger ones were privileged to go to school. And then when they become successful, you know what they do? They treat the elders with scorn because they think that they are above them because they're educated. But they didn't know the sacrifice that the elders made so that they will be educated. See? And whether if they went to school or they didn't go to school, you know something amazing? They could check money real good. You can't tie them up with money at all. Sure not? They could check that really good. Huh? They now petition. We want a sister because we want a Raatri too. And so Lord Ganesh smiled. And Lord Ganesh smiling. What will happen? Something happens. What do you think will happen? The Devi starts making her way down the mountain top. But as she's coming down, every footstep she makes, her appearance is changing. Ever saw something from afar? And when you look at it close, compared to afar, the appearance is different. And that could be in twofold. It could be either nicer or what? Not so nice. Mama, am I nice up close or from far? Mama, that's not a trick question. That's a real question. Am I nice from close or far? You better be careful, you're very close to me. Every footstep she makes coming down the hill, her appearance changes. Her size changes. And so she's coming down the hill elegantly. Elegantly means gracefully. With grace she's coming. When the wives wear the sari and they put on their lipstick and their powder and their urni, and you look at them, you see the Devi in them. And they shake your head up and down. See the Devi. See Sasi wearing a urni, the Devi. And so, as she makes her way down, all of the devatas begin to observe and looking. Gracefully she comes and walking down. Her weapons disappear. She's only holding the Trishul in her hand. All the other weapons, they've disappeared from in her clutches. And so as she makes her way down, she comes and she stands in that place where these two little boys are. And she takes her seat. And so she is sitting in a lotus flower, holding the Trishul in her hand. What she does? She wraps the cord on the hand of the two little boys. And she appears to be youth-like, like a little girl, young. And so, she appears to be youth-like and beautiful and brilliant and radiant. Those are the words used to describe her. The devatas are confused. Kaun ho tum? Hua? Kaun ho tum? Hua? Who are you? She smiles. She says, I am Santoshi. Santoshi means what? Santoshi means she's the goddess of Santoshi. She's the goddess of. Ever saw what Santoshi Devi looks like? Santoshi Devi sits on a lotus flower. She has the Trishul in her hand, and her hand showering her Ashirwad. Who is she? We're about to be introduced to this goddess, because she's a goddess that we need in our lives at this time. Santoshi is her name. Then what are you responsible for, O Devi? Call me the goddess of contentment. I am the goddess of contentment. Why don't you go back to your realms, to your homes, contented, knowing that I will protect you from this mountain top? Everybody bows to the feet of Santoshi. And bowing to the feet of Mata Santoshi, they go back to their realm. But in their mind, they have formulated now that Santoshi is the daughter of Lord Ganesh. Because his sons had prayed, we want to have her. And now the mother has taken a manifestation as Santoshi. In scripture, she is known to be the daughter of Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles. And the Devi has taken a manifestation as Santoshi. She wears a red sari. And so bedecked in this red sari, though she appears to be calm and subtle, she is a fierce form of the Mother Goddess. A fierce form. And so, one of the keys to living a happy, enjoyable, pleasurable, luxurious life is learning to practice the 4 words of Mata Santoshi. What are the 4 words of Mata Santoshi? As written in the Devi Bhagavad. Something I have chanted and said to you over and over. The key to living a happy life is learning Santosham Paramam Sukham. The doorway to happiness is learning to be contented. Santosham Paramam Sukham.